Cyan may say, hey, just make Hydras or keep making Queens. Don't worry about it. Stay put and keep macroing like
Yeah.
you used to.
Yeah, I think so. As long as she just goes Roach Hydra, I think she'll be in a pretty good spot in the rest of the series if she can make that adjustment. It'll just really come down to whether or not she does make that adjustment. It's sending, I think, some more roaches across the map, maybe going through the middle there.
Well, you know,
A
she
few more
doesn't
roaches,
think she
but
can defend. That's the thing. She has no assessment on how strong these units are. That's what's going on here. She doesn't realize she can actually defend with spores and queens. And so she's given up way too early on the base.
Now her lair is gone. Like I said, even a Zealot and a Stalker will be able to do a pretty good job of defending against that number of roaches with the amount of shield batteries he has in his main base. And obviously, probably will have another Void Ray coming out soon as well. Unfortunately, they're just sitting there in the natural base, not even trying to move up and fight.
Yep.
ChienPwn will be able to clean up the main base, and yeah, from here, I think it's just dealing with Void Rays is the issue here.
So, I'm going to say something about this. You know, remember, guys, this is Code B. She's used to a certain way of playing, where you make things and you deal with things, that, you know, and then when you get something that she's not used to, like air, it throws them off and they just don't have a good read of the game. So this is where, if and when Cyan does coach in between games, it has to just keep it simple, right? Because, you know, if you remember how you were in the game, right, and you watch the actions that you did when you were new, all of this makes sense because you just don't understand that, oh, I had this, oh, I can defend by doing this, right? So that's part of the learning curve of SC2.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, at this level, and I think even she probably had a perception of what she was going to run into from ChienPwn's other games and other series. He's pretty consistently either gone like proxy gateways or DTs. And so air, I don't think was a consideration as like something he might go for. And so a lot of her prep was most likely against either DTs or really, really early attacks.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, ChienPwn did switch it up. Well done by him. You know, this is why this is done a lot like the GSL, where you have a lot of time to prep for your next opponent.
You know, if you give her way too many instructions about spores and queens and this and that, it gets way too hard, you know, for a game that's going on now, a series that's happening right now. So I think, you know, if you were the coach, what would you tell KittKatgmr, knowing that she has to understand and make a game change at her level, like now, like on the next game, like you only have like 3 minutes.
I think it's just, I think the pool first is good. It's forced ChienPwn to kind of sit back. So from there, what you'd want to do is, I think you just make queens. I don't think you worry about spores. I think you just constantly make queens off of 2 bases and then go into hydras eventually. SUG is called. Try and make it as simple as possible. And yeah, just keep your injects up, things like that.
Yep, and then eventually go to hydras. Because hydras, you know, I'm a big fan. They just make lots of stuff. And
yeah, absolutely. And that's also, I mean, now she's not going to have range for her hydras, which is a big deal against Void Rays. It makes it a lot harder for them to kite you and just run away whenever one of them is low health.
Yeah.
So not having that will hurt as well. And with 4 queens out, though, that is nice. 3 of them are in the main base at the moment, though. So if he goes into the natural, may have some damage opportunities. But 4 more hydras on the way. She's got a good position to kind of just collapse on these voids. And indeed, she is coming in on the Void Rays. Looks like he will opt to maybe fight. The Bile's not in the right spot, but he runs anyways. Does. Maybe. Oh, it doesn't even kill the low health Void Ray. That's very painful for KittKatgmr here. ChienPwn, though, not pulling the low health Void Ray back at all is definitely a mistake here as well. Bile's hitting 2 of the Void Rays, so that's very nice too, but still trading out against those Hydralisks. But has to run now, I think, once he sees these additional queens coming in, but no transfuse! Yep, here she comes. We are just like a second away from Storm. So he should have Size Storm available. Do you push up into that after seeing what you've seen? Looks like the answer is yes. Size Storm actually almost as much on the Zealots as it is on the Hydras, but still a lot of damage going down there. We're going to see a second Size Storm. It looks like no. Second Size Storm very late, and the Hydras had already arced out. So I think, yeah, we're actually going to see KittKatgmr push through and win. By the time that second Storm came through, her Hydras had kind of naturally formed an arc out. So it was only able to hit like 3 or 4 Hydras instead of like the entire ball. So very nice for KittKatgmr there. She's making 11 more Hydras, and this is exactly what we were kind of talking about. Oh, but she is attacking a building. Okay, does retarget. Accidentally biles her own Hydras, but still should be able to take down this Void Ray, I'd imagine. Unless maybe there's a battery overcharge, which there is.
Oh, look at that.
Doesn't quite depower, though, but even with this, I mean, it's 43 workers to 21, 63 army supply to 4. She can lose this whole army, and she still had a great trade during this fight. And yeah, I mean, the Void Ray's DPS is so low against Hydras that the entire shield battery overcharge runs its full length, and then the Void Ray dies. Well, so definitely going to be a win here for KittKatgmr.
Sure.
So very nice out of her, and I think, I got to say, though, ChienPwn made some critical mistakes that allowed what KittKatgmr did to work, but GG is called.
Alright, what are we going to see for Game 4, man? I think ChienPwn has to change his strategy.
No, they still traded well enough, and this is what I'm talking about, kind of. I mean, he's continuously able to produce Zealots. He's never really going to run out of money, and if she's just making Link, she's making Link speed now, which is nice, and is trying to counterattack, but it's Roach Warren is coming down. Okay, this is good. She bought herself a little bit of time. I think these 4 Zealots, 6 Zealots, they're going to win this fight. Only 1 Zealot goes down. She will be able to, or he will be able to kill this natural base now. On the single Link counterattack, even gets pulled back.
Oh, yeah, she went back. She can't fight
And now they're just slow rallying into the Zealots. Oh, and he's going to click the hatchery down. Okay, he does fight the Lings. That's good. That would have been a mistake. 1 Zealot, still 4 left, and more being produced. He's actually not rallying his gateways directly into the natural at the moment, so there are just a couple Zealots chilling at his proxy, still not coming to help. 16 Lings on the way. That's a lot of Zerglings. There's only 6 Zealots out, or sorry, 8 Zealots out, but the 4 that are here are very low. She can fight and kill these with 16 Zerglings, and then there'll only be 4 Zealots out. But she's fighting a little disjointedly as well, so he still takes a pretty efficient trade. Overall, currently 1,900 resources lost for KittKatgmr, 1,100 for ChienPwn. But she's stabilized a bit. Yeah, she needs to start producing roaches right now. If she can do that, she'll be in a good spot.
I see a couple of roaches coming out.
She's trading the Lings out. That's a little unfortunate as well. You kind of want to wait until the last possible second here to fight. Get as many roaches out as you can. And the Queen now going to die as well. I just don't know. There's only 2 roaches, and now she's going to start taking drone damage, it looks like. And the Zealots even damaging the roaches down quite heavily as they're just moving, or I guess I should say move commanding around. She tries to come in and fight with the Lings, but the Lings have already died. The Zealots are falling as well, and I think, who was it that predicted 3-1? Was that Seth? That was you. 3-1 prediction, I think, is going to be correct here. There's just... I think so. You're just never going to be able to produce enough here, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
just doesn't know how to handle.
She has a bit of a bank, but yeah. Yeah, I think the running around of the Lings initially was really good. I think if she drops a Roach Warren as soon as she sees that, and then goes into Roaches while just running the Zealots around, I mean, ChienPwn got to be a little critical here, because he actually, funnily enough, he did that way better. In the first series, whenever he did a Proxy Gateway, he would just target the drones if you tried to run him around. But this time around, I mean, the first, 4 Zealots were chasing 3 Lings for, a full minute. So, unfortunately, though, it's hard to run those Lings around and also macro at home. So, GG is going to get called. Man, see, and it's like ChienPwn has the ability to do... I mean, he's macroing well. He's doing his warp-in cycles. He's keeping his money low. He just doesn't do it sometimes. And it really ends up hurting him here. He does have recall energy available, but I just don't think we're going to see it. He runs the probes. He's trying to go into a robo facility. He does run his probes away.
Oh, you know what? He does not have money for a new base.
He doesn't, but Fenrir... oh my gosh.
This is take 2.
Take 2. Well, in his defense, Fenrir does have this really weird habit of he will run with the drop before any units have shown up to defend it. Because he really doesn't want to lose his units. I've seen this in his previous games as well, and I don't think ChienPwn was expecting that. And if he had not run his units, he could have just killed the Nexus and it would have been game. So don't blame him too much for the cheat sheet there. You're not expecting the lift and run there. They stopped making units, but this push should end the game. Maybe if there's an Immortal out or something like that. He is trying to make a robo facility.
He just has to go. I think, he's going to go for the infrastructure, which which is a big
Oh, that's a
deal.
good move.
There
Yeah,
won't be any
there's
units there,
everything
so-
is there.
And then we'll see
Yeah.
the good luck, GG, well played for the third
The,
time.
for the third time. At least there's a well played in it each time, I suppose.
Yep. Can't recall here, even if he knows how to do that.
Yeah, and I mean, nicely enough out of him, he did warp in as many units as he could afford as soon as he saw the attack come in. So trying to get whatever value he can out of the gateways. He is expanding. If he could get out a couple of Colossi, it's like, those are good, but I just think the Bio Army is way too big at this point. It's going to have 1-1 soon. He's got all the upgrades. If he could just keep his cool a little bit more, I think he'd be in a really good spot. Overstimming is Fenrir, but there's just no splash damage, and that's 6 Marauders, a ton of Marines, and nothing to deal with them. No charge on the Zealots, and this indeed, I think, will be that GG we've heard about. It's been foretold, and actually it was...
This time no GG, but it is the GG that we've been looking for.
Okay, I guess you said it already. Twice, so that worked. He's not playing as safe and defensive as he was in the past.
They're in the open now, so here.
Oh,
this may be
Fenrir
the
is catching
fight.
him. I think Fenrir saw that move over to the 4th base by the army of ChienPwn. Oh, he stemmed in. You've got to get your tanks seated up for this
He
fight.
doesn't know the Protoss
The tanks
is on
are
the top
behind
side.
the army, next to the Protoss army. This is about as bad as it can be for
no.
ChienPwn positioning-wise.
Here it is.
And the tanks aren't sieged. Oh, holy schmoly. Oh, and this is a choke point and a half. The Colossi ripping through the army of Fenrir.
He doesn't even need
Marines trade
the
decently.
Zealots.
Oh my gosh. That was 80 Marines gone in about 10 seconds. And now it's even supply, but a lot of Fenrir's army supply is in medevacs and building Marines.
Okay, let's see if he pushes for the kill now.
I think he'll kill the 4th base at least, right, ChienPwn? At the same time, though, this is the problem, right? He only has 4 gateways. His reinforcements are so weak compared to what they should be. We're going to see ChienPwn attack the 4th base. Fenrir's SCVs are repairing, but I think they're going to get out DPS. A good little disruptor shot there. I like that a lot. But killing bases here isn't that important. Fenrir has 7,500 minerals and 3,200 gas, so just killing bases is not enough. Same time, though, only just now does a tank start up. There's 45 Marines, but there's 5 Colossus, one of which is at home.
Force field, too.
Yeah, even force fielding. Yeah, I think ChienPwn has found the answer to Fenrir's macro, at least.
As long as he doesn't go home for this one little drop. I think
yeah, he does have... He has a Colossus at home that could defend that. It's just chilling in the natural base. But even if he pulls home, I mean, Fenrir just doesn't have that much production. And he lost his expansions. We'll see what happens here. He does have Blink. There's only 1 tank on those Marines. They're not even stemming. They're just queuing into death. And yeah, I think we're going to see ChienPwn just push through and kill him here. He's trying to warp in at home to defend a little bit with Stalkers, but 8 Marines, I hate to break it to you, but they're not going to beat 4 Colossi and 10 Stalkers in a base trade. Oh, and okay, GG is called by
GG,
Fenrir.
he means it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He does. Yeah.
Shut your eyes and I'll scream at you whenever something happens and wake you up.
Well, he made the challenge here is, will this SCV die?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, here goes. Fenrir.
Mass hallucination, maybe?
He's giving it to you on the
Oh, okay, he's
silver
gonna kill
platter.
this army. He's gonna kill the army, and then I think we're gonna force field at the same spot 3 times. That works. Okay, are we gonna see a tap out now? I think we're gonna see a tap out now. Oh, no? Okay. It's gonna make him come and kill him. Oh, man. Okay, Fenrir's moving out. This should be a kill here. Pretty easily. Okay, we do have an expansion out of ChienPwn. Oh my word. Funnily enough, this game has lasted less time than game 1, which was a double all in. So,
Yeah.
and it may not even take that long. It was about 15 minutes for that game, and we're seeing Fenrir go for what should be the killing blow with 2-2 and some tanks and marauders. And it's only 10:30, so not bad.
Well, we're gonna get a game 5.
You know, and I know a lot of you viewers after Series 1, yeah, GG, well played. I'd say.
See, you can't really tell, right?
Yeah, not yet for sure. And he needs to add on 2 or 3 more gateways, I'd say. Make more zealots. But we'll see. Again, though, look at Fenrir. He's so hyper-focused on starting his 2-2, and he's low on gas because he only has 2 gases at the moment, fully mining. For quite a while there, he was just selecting his E-base for like a good 10 to 15 seconds and just staring at them, but he didn't have the money to start 2-2. So he looks away, he makes another SCV, and now he started 2-2. But this army, I mean, it's what? 9 Marines in a bunker against 7 Stalkers, a Colossus, and 4 Zealots, which do have charge. And he doesn't have his SCVs there ready to repair. Oh, he even Guardian Shields.
Ooh, I
You
like the
micro god. Holy cow. Yeah, I
think
mean,
he
this
has
is just a
enough to
bust.
Yeah.
And ChienPwn, he had the confidence in game 4 to be like, I'll just give you a freebie and I'll still win.